Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello, dear students. I hope you are all doing well. I welcome you all in class of O-level mathematics. In today's lecture, we are going to start a new chapter, probability and the combined events. In this chapter, we will learn about the following topics: what is probability, what is an event, what is sample space and diagram, a tree diagram, different types of events that includes mutually and not mutually exclusive events, equally likely events, independent and dependent events. The fifth one is addition and multiplication laws of probability, and the last one we will discuss real life problems of probability. In lecture number 1, we will just discuss the basic concept of probability and its historical background. So, how can we define a probability? What is probability? If I define the word probability with a single word, I will say it represents the chance. So, probability in a single word can be defined as probability is related to chance. Probability is related to chance. So this is the definition of probability in a single word. Properly, if we write its concise definition, I can say that because probability is always a numerical value, so we can define the probability as it is measurement of occurrence of an outcome of an experiment. Or more concisely, you can define the definition of probability in another way. It is actually degree of uncertainty. It is degree of uncertainty. What does mean by the uncertainty? You know, uncertainty is actually a state in which you cannot surely say that what will be the occurrence of outcome of an experiment. So actually, when you perform an experiment that have two or more than two outcomes, then that experiment always involve some chances, some risk, or you have some doubt in the occurrence of an experiment. That experiments always involve the probability. For example, in your daily life, whenever you see the weather is very cloudy, you roughly speak, there is a highly chance of rain today, but you cannot say this surely because it may or may not be rain today. But you can give some expectations. You can say there are a 90% chance of rain today. That is, the probability of raining today is 0.90. Similarly, if we discuss the example of a coin, of a single coin, then now there are the two possible outcomes. There are two faces on a single coins. Either it is a head or it is a tail. So when you toss a coin, there are the two possible outcomes. After the performing this experiment, you can see either it is head or it is a tail, but you cannot sure what will be the occurrence when you toss the coin. Similarly, when you roll a die, you have a 6 possible outcomes. It is either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you roll a die, you again cannot say surely that which outcome will occur. It may be 1 or 2 or 6, etc. So both of these experiments have some chance of risk, some chance of doubt. So both of the experiments involve probability. Similarly, when you take a card from a playing card, as you know, there are 52 cards in a playing pack of cards. So, can you say surely the card is of red or black color? No, you are not sure. Similarly, can you say the card you are picking here is a card of king or queen or a jack? Again, you are not sure. So, all of these experiments involves some type of risk or some type of chances. So, actually, in this topic, probability is actually the topic of a statistics, and in statistics, all those experiments that have two or more than two outcomes are called random experiments. So the probability is actually connected with the random experiments. Similarly, if I say you have to pick a bolt from a pack of bolt, can you say the bolt that you have picked is defective or non-defective? You cannot say surely. So this is the simple concept of probability. Probability is simple related to the chance. It is a measurement of occurrence of an outcomes of an experiment. For example, it is degree of uncertainty. If I say what is the probability of head when you toss a coin, as you can see there are the two possible outcomes, and head is occur only once time. This is 1 by 2. So the probability of occurrence of head is 1. And similarly, the probability of occurrence of tail is 1 by 2. Suppose you have a coin which have two faces, and on both faces there is a head. Then now, if I say what is the probability of head, now you can surely say that at each occurrence there will be head, and its probability is totally 1. Next here, I am involving here the sure and possible and impossible events. When you are sure about the occurrence of an event 100%, then that event is called sure event. For example, if I say I will roll a die and the outcome will always be one of the integer 1 to 6. This is a sure event because there is no other integer on the die. And if I say if I roll a die and what is the probability that 7 occurs, because this is an impossible event. This is not possible that 7 dots appear on a single die. So that's why this is impossible event, and its probability is always 0. Next, I am describing here some historical background of history, probability. Sorry, actually, probability. The word probability was used in the 17th century, or even it was used in the time of Babylonian or Egyptian. Uh, they were used the concept of probability uh, in the concept of game of chances. In the 17th century, the gamblers used the probability in the form of game of chances. They called upon mathematicians to tell them what is the optimum strategy to win a certain game that have a game of chances, because the mathematician exactly know what is the calculation behind an experiment. For example, when you toss up two coins, there are the four possible outcomes. Either it be both head, it will be one head on a one first tail and one tail on the second. It is tail and head, and the fourth one is tail and tail. Now a mathematician, if you are because you are also a student of mathematics, you know very well. If I say that what is the probability or what is the chance of occurrence that on a both if if both coins have a different faces. So you can see here there are the two outcomes that represent the different faces. So the probability or chances of occurrence of different faces is equal to 2 over 4, which is 1 by 2. Next, if I say what are the chances or what is the probability that both on both coins same faces appear, and particularly when I say the both faces are head, now there is only single outcome that has both head on both coins, so its probability is 1 by 4. You can see here, as being a mathematics students, the probability of both head or both tail is 0.25, and this is equal to 0.5. That is less than the occurrence of different faces. So if you place your bet, you will surely place your bet on the occurrence of different faces, because it has a larger probability than the probability of same faces, particularly when you say the same faces is either head, both head or both tail. In the 17th century, next I will discuss some prominent figures or prominent mathematicians that gives the basic mathematical definition of probability. Although many years ago, Babylonian and Egyptian used the concept of probability, but they used the concept of probability as the game of chance. Actually, they did not know what is the actual calculation behind the probability. So first time the Blaise Pascal, these are the two French mathematicians. French mathematician Blaise Pascal and the second one is Pierre de Fermat. These are they are two French mathematicians who firstly introduced the definition of probability in form of mathematics. Later, Jacob Bernoulli, Abraham de Moivre, and Laplace also contribute in the in the field of probability. So, in today's lecture, we have discussed that what is the concept of probability. It is simply related to the chance. What is historical background of probability? The prominent figures that involve their contribution in the history of probability. Inshallah, in the next lecture, we will properly start. How can we define an event? What is the sample space of an event? How can we calculate the sample space of in case of different coins and dice? So see you in the next lecture. If you find this lecture is helpful, kindly like, share and subscribe my channel. Take care. Allah Hafiz.